Welcome back, coin lovers and history enthusiasts. Today we're diving into the story of the 1971 United States quarter dollar. At first glance, it may seem like just another coin in your change, but when we look closely, we find history, design, and even collector value hiding in plain sight. So, let's take a journey into what makes the 1971 quarter special. The obverse, or front, of this coin features the iconic portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan back in 1932 to honor the 200th anniversary of Washington's birth. Washington faces left, with the word liberty above his head. The national motto, "In God We Trust," to the left, and the date 1971 below. This design became so familiar that it stayed on our quarters for decades, right up until the late 1990s. On the reverse, we see a proud bald eagle, wings outstretched, perched on a bundle of arrows, ready to defend the nation. Beneath it lies an olive branch, symbolizing peace. Around the eagle, the inscriptions read United States of America, E pluribus unum, and the denomination quarter dollar. It's a design filled with symbolism, representing strength, defense, and unity. Now, let's talk about composition. By 1971, quarters were no longer made of silver. That change happened in 1965, when rising silver prices forced the U.S. Mint to switch to a copper-nickel-clad composition. The 1971 quarter, like those after it, is made of an outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel, bonded to a pure copper core. You can spot this by looking at the edge of the coin. You'll see the copper color, sandwiched between the nickel layers. The 1971 quarter was struck at multiple mints. If you see no mint mark, it was made in Philadelphia. If there's a small D to the right of Washington's ponytail, that means it came from the Denver Mint. Together, millions were produced. So, most 1971 quarters are common in circulation today. In terms of value, a circulated 1971 quarter is generally worth its face value of 25 cents. But condition makes a big difference. Uncirculated examples in mint state can sell for a few dollars, and higher-grade specimens, like those graded MS-65 or above, may bring in $10 to $50. Rare error coins are where collectors get excited off-center strikes. Double dies, or coins with missing clad layers, can fetch much higher prices. So, it's always worth checking your pocket change carefully. Historically, the 1971 quarter reflects an interesting time in America. Richard Nixon was president, the Vietnam War was ongoing, and the country was experiencing cultural shifts with music, technology, and politics all changing rapidly. A quarter in 1971 could buy you a soda, a newspaper, or even get you into an arcade game. Reminders of how much value 25 cents once had in everyday life. For collectors, the 1971 quarter is a classic piece of modern U.S. coinage. While not rare, it's an important part of any Washington quarter collection, especially in pristine condition or with unique errors. It's a coin that represents strength, history, and the everyday life of Americans in the early 1970s. So, the next time you see a 1971 quarter, take a closer look. You never know if you might be holding on to a piece with extra value, or at least a fascinating story. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed learning about the 1971 quarter dollar and want to see more coin stories like this, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with fellow coin lovers. Your support helps us bring more history and value from pocket change to your screen.